Hi there everyone, my name is Jacob and I'm sitting here with Kim. Kim is a old co-worker of mine. She is a entrepreneur and we recently sat down with her and did photos to help her sell her jewelry business. Kim, if you don't mind just telling people who you are and what your interests are.
Okay, hi, I'm Kimberly Delgado. I'm from Kimberly's Boutique. Like Jacob said, I do sell jewelry and accessories.
She's blanking. she's nervous.
Just a little bit. What do you mean by interest? Like what I do for fun kind of stuff, or?
Yeah. So when we did the photo shoot, I was kind of asking you about it because you're an entrepreneur, right? And you were saying, well, I've also done these other things leading into it. So it seems like from me knowing you, you've always had that entrepreneur spirit. So kind of what your interests are to tell the viewers, like what got you into the field that you're in.
I joined several different companies before. At one point, I sold Avon. I sold health and nutrition products. That wasn't for me. I even sold I don't know if you've heard of it. I can't think of the name of it right now on the spot. But it was like sexual health toys and stuff like that. And that wasn't for me. So one day I was looking on Instagram, watching a friend's story. I saw this one lady. She looks so confident and so like out there, and I was like, okay, well, I gotta look a little bit more. And I started looking into it, and she started the business about, I want to say it was like 2 years ago. And her getting into the jewelry business, you know, the kind of company we have, it teaches you how to not only sell jewelry but to grow confidence as a person. Like this isn't me. This isn't how I used to be. I'm very, quiet, very introvert. I'll see somebody in the grocery store and say hi, talk to cashiers and stuff like that. But other than that, I really wouldn't hold a conversation more than, hey, how's your day going? Mm-hmm. And with this company, I've already seen like a big difference in growth. Like you said, I did a photo shoot, growing confidence, doing research, learning how to kind of market myself and just growing that self-confidence. I've been doing it maybe about a month and a half, maybe 2 months, and I've already seen such a big growth from joining the company already.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
So recently you made your first online sale. So you were selling person to person, but then you went online. Could you tell me about how it sounds like you're attributing this coach or this mentor that you had, part of the company, help you with that sale? How did you make that online sale? Like, what do you think was the most effective way to get that?
The most effective way was as soon as I got the photo shoot, once I received the pictures, I started, slowly letting photos go, like building the anticipation. And a lot of people were like, well, what are you doing? Let me see all the photos. Send me your thing. And I was like, no, I'm not going to send you I'm not going to send you the photos. That kind of like built up the anticipation, and then just kind of released it with a picture of me wearing one of the products, and it attracted more people to the website. And that's how I got my first sale. I mean, first day I actually put up the website, I got my sale. So it was really exciting. It was really exciting.
Not a lot of people can say that. So what do you want to do? This jewelry business, you said this worked well for you, but the other endeavors didn't. Could you tell me why jewelry resonates more with your personality and why that was something you want to sell?
So the company, yes, it's $5 jewelry. It's lead and it's nickel free, but it's not really the jewelry gives you that confidence, but it's the company and all their support and their different trainings and things like that that just kind of I'm more attracted to the growth of a person, if that makes sense. Because it helps people,
Nice.
build their confidence and just kind of want to get out there and be better. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Does it?
Yeah. So you like the people that, is it like a network that you're part of?
Yeah, it's called Paparazzi.
Okay.
And it's selling $5 jewelry, and it sounds kind of silly when you say it like that, but I mean, I did one weekend. It was the weekend I put up the website too, so I got the website sale. I went and I sold at like this flea market, and then I went to a family birthday party, and I ended up making $600 in 3 days.
Oh wow!
Off of $5 jewelry.
Wow,
So
that's incredible.
I mean, you can make money. It's just putting in the effort and being consistent. So.
Yeah, and who's your clients? Is it coworkers? Is it family members? I see that you go to farmers markets. Where do you find your most of your clients?
First it started off with families, and then I do Facebook Lives too. I do also sell at like the flea market, and just kind of getting the word out there to get it. I do, depending on the day it is. Like I went to the flea market, I want to say, what was it? It was really rainy outside. I made like $50, and then a different day I made like $200. So it really depends. It can vary depending on weather and if there's like social events and things like that. Like Thanksgiving weekend, I think is going to be pretty busy. So there's going to be a lot of people traveling, coming in from out of town and things like that. And it's just, you never know.
You know what I really like about your story is you were able to take from person to person sales, and then you're adjusting to digital world. So it's almost like you're going to continue making money. Could you tell me about how that transition was? Like, was it easy for you to figure out how to be present online?
It's definitely been a challenge, and with the company, it has a lot of training. It has a lot of free training. It's really helped just kind of make me branch out. I want to do it, and it's definitely been a different transition. Learning how to do a website was so challenging. This one lady I was talking to did it in 3 days. It took me about 3 weeks. I do work a full-time job. I do a lot of overtime. I have 3 kids and a grandbaby, so I'm constantly busy. It took me about 3 weeks, but I got it done.
Yeah. The website looks great.
Thank you. Well, you have those pictures are amazing. I really like the way they came out.
Well, how can you tell me about Kim? Has when she came out here to do the photo shoot, she didn't have much experience taking photos, which I think is normal. A lot of people, they take photos on their phones or with their friends or their family, but not like in a professional setting. Could you tell me about your experience for when you walked in to when you walked out? How did that feel?
It was very nice, very like homey kind of feel. I'm naturally like a really nervous person, and I just felt like homey, if that makes sense. Like, I mean, you helped from the different positions to showing the different poses to I felt comfortable in the setting. I wasn't nervous. I wasn't real tense. Like, it didn't feel like stuffy, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Like certain situations you feel like,
Where's
like
the
you're
door?
working on walking on eggshells looking for the door kind of thing.
Yeah.
It was more like, okay, I feel comfortable, I can do this, we'll get this done.
We did get it done, and you got a whole album. Now, you did touch up that you're an introvert. Now, being an introvert, it's so easy to be like, I'm just going to put on the TV and I'll just do it tomorrow. I think you doing it shows how serious you are about your business. Do you have other plans of things that you want to do? Because it seems like you're just putting notches in your belt.
I definitely, my Okay, so the team I'm in is part of the top 1% of the company, and my goal, I got a thing with tattoos, so my goal is to hit top 10%, that way I can get another tattoo. So that's my goal, so we'll see what happens. I want another tattoo.
Yeah, and last time I saw you, you just got a tattoo. So it seems like you're just hitting those marks. What do you have to do to be in the top? You said percent.
The top 10% is just being consistent in sales, getting out there. Really, kind of, you just gotta keep going on those days that you don't want to.
Yeah.
You have to push it. You have to set a bare minimum for even your bad days, because even like as a parent or in life, you really don't get a day off. You just gotta keep going. You have to set a bare minimum for those days where you don't want to do anything, you don't want to get out of bed, you're like, forget the world. No, you gotta have that bare minimum to keep pushing, so that way those hard days where you're like, I haven't accomplished anything, I haven't done anything, I'm nowhere near my goals, you've been completing those every day, so you're gonna see your difference. If that makes sense.
Yeah. One thing I really like about what you do, Kim is really consistent with her live interactions, and she does have a full-time job, and she's still able to have these consistent live previews, these live sales. Could you tell me a little bit about how that process is? Because that seems to me is like really intimidating. You're like, I'm going to be talking to a camera, I don't know if anybody's there, and I'm going to be trying to sell something. I just see that you're really consistent with that.
I try to be, and don't get me wrong, I get really nervous. I've actually taken a few trainings on it. I was told a few different things. Some people actually take shots before they go on. I'm not sure if that's the best idea. No, I tried it a few times. It worked okay. I'm not saying do it on a regular, but once you push that button, you're looking at yourself, you're talking to yourself. People are going to see the replay, so it doesn't matter if they're not watching. You just got to learn how to build up your algorithm, which is reaching out to other people, commenting on other people, interacting. If you're going to comment on somebody's post, do something that's relevant to it. Don't just put like a heart and hi or something like that. You have to interact with other people. Don't be scared to message other people and things like that. I'm not saying cold message random strangers. I'm saying, interact with them, It's social media because you're supposed to be social. Once you kind of get yourself out there and start interacting with people and messaging people and things like that, then the rest kind of follows itself. And don't be scared to get online and push that Facebook Live button. It's definitely intimidating.
I'm a little scared to do that.
Why?
I just don't know what I'd do. I would be like, hi guys, thanks for showing up. Oh, somebody left. So, hi. Oh, you're in now. And then I'd be like, I better get the show going. And I'd turn around and be like, all right, so now. And then I'd look back and somebody would leave, and I'd be like, man. It just would feel really defeating. So that's why I admire your ability to be consistent. I think that's really hard to do. Could you tell me a little bit about like these trainings that you got and what they told you is important besides being in social media, this social media aspect? What do you have any other tips that you learned?
Depending on I did from a couple different coaches, and then I did from the business, and we have a few free trainings. I'd say you have to really interact with people. So like that person that pops up, you'd be like, hey, let's say they have your name. You'd be like, hey Jacob, how you doing? How's your day been? Hope you're doing well, kind of thing. You have to talk to that person, let them know, hey, I'm here, I see you, how you doing? Yeah. Like, thank you for showing up. So that way they want to interact, they want to stay. And don't be monotone. You cannot be monotone. If you're going to be monotone, it's not going to work. You gotta have that energy. I
gotta come with it.
Yeah, You gotta come with it. Because if I turn it on and you're like, oh, how's your day going?
How's your day going?
I'm not gonna say I'm sorry.
Did you have a good day? Hi, Kim. How's your day going? By the way, do you want to buy something from me?
Yeah.
What experience brought you to do all those entrepreneur things? So one thing you were telling me that you were selling sex toys. That is crazy. Like that, like to be like, this is what I'm going to do. But you obviously have a knack for like, I am good at this. What do you have a family member that's really like into business, or what got you into it? What
got me into it? Just knowing, I'm meant for so much more. I like my job, don't get me wrong, but I'm meant for so much more. I'm meant to make a positive impact in the world. I want to help other people. I want to help other people get that financial stability. I want to help them grow as people. I want to make a good impact in the world and like leave I guess it sounds cheesy. It sounds really cheesy. I want to leave like a legacy. I want to leave something for my kids. I don't want to be just that person who, I don't know how to explain it. I don't know if
you just don't want to live and die.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I want to make that positive impact in the world, and I want to leave something behind. Did that make sense?
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah. I think when you were telling me that you have your goal being you are in the 10%, but you want to be in the percent.
So I'm just starting out. The team's in the top 1%. I think my upline's in like the top 5%. I want to make it to the top 10%. I'm setting my goal for a year. Hopefully I hit it before the year, but we'll see what happens.
And we're going to get into like how you would personally do that. But it seems like this jewelry company has helped you in other ways besides income, where you've grown skills, life skills. So are you looking to manage like a team in the future where you can have this as your job and you can like pass on the torch?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. I started prepping. I opened up like my own Facebook group. I'm starting to record trainings.
What's your Facebook group?
It's not open yet. I just opened it. It's coming soon. I gotta put more trainings and stuff in there first, but it's kind of like the things I'm learning and going through is what I'm gonna put in there, because there's so many different aspects. You have to create shipping labels and things like that. So there's like this, I think it's called pirateship.com or something to that effect. And it's the cheapest shipping you can get. It shows you the different things. And like setting up the website, that was so challenging. I had to watch like 5 different videos, rewatch them, and then I talked to several different people. And I just want to be able to put those trainings in there so that way hopefully they don't feel as lost as I did.
What process held you up? Because making a website is really stressful. So whenever people say, I'm going to save myself money and I'm going to do it myself, I think websites and graphic designs is one of those things, even though you think you might be able to do it, it's really hard to not want to pay somebody. Can you tell me the bump that you kept hitting in?
Just in general, I'm not a very tech savvy person. I wish I was. My kids' dads used to do all that tech savvy stuff for me, and when we separated, I had a lot of getting used to. And now I have to be able to do the tech savvy stuff. I have to be able to change a tire. I finally learned how to change a tire. It took forever, but I know how to do it now. I am just learning a lot and just having to learn a lot and grow a lot and changing. I have to say, let's see, there was so many different aspects that were...
And by the way, you're building your website off Shopify, which is...
Yes.
I want to say for the record, it is not as easy as like something like drag and drop, like Wix, because I'll give my 2 cents on Shopify. Shopify works as if it's like you insert apps to do the things that you want to do. So if you want to drag and drop something, you have to find the app that can do that thing, and then that app might cost you $15. So if you pay for Shopify, you might be paying $30 a month to have a website and a store, but you might end up be paying $60 a month because you might want to insert a calculator in there for your customers to see what it is. So, and that took me explaining that probably took me 4 months to figure out that Shopify just works based off apps, and I know what you're talking about, like just speeding up the process for people. It's so important.
Definitely. I wish somebody would have shown me.
I offered Kim. I was like, I will help you, and all you got to do is buy me coffee.
Bye.
I'm still waiting on that coffee.
I stay busy. If I stay busy, I stay out of trouble. So I try to stay busy.
Wow. What tips do you want to add into your page that you're looking forward to sharing?
For the Facebook group or
for the Facebook group?
For the Facebook group. Okay, so definitely shipping. Shipping was hard to figure out. I wish I would have had a little bit more direction in that. So shipping, Facebook Live tips. With Facebook Live tips, I would definitely, lighting is so important. If people can't see what you're showing them, they're not going to want to buy it.
Yeah.
If it looks dull, no. I mean, if I can't see you, I'm more than likely not gonna stop. Lighting is so important.
So important. And good audio too.
Audio too.
Those things in video production, they just go under the radar. People want the nice camera. They want 4K, which is a buzzword, and then they want I don't even know what they want. The people just want what they see in the cinema. But when you get to a production, I spend a lot of my time with the lighting and the audio, and it's crazy how important that is. But you just don't know. Well, have you seen some live streams like yourself that just are not utilizing some of the tips that you've learned?
Yes, I've had some personally. I did not realize how important lighting was. It makes a big difference. That and of course audio, because people want to be able to hear you. They don't want to just see you.
Yeah. When somebody comes into a room, they want to hear you address them.
Yeah, definitely. So we went over shipping, website, Facebook Live tips. I mean, there's so many different things. Like for Facebook Lives, for the jewelry, it's easier if you have like different numbers and things like that for the different sets. Definitely, nervousness is a thing I would talk about. You just gotta try not to be so nervous. I don't know, there's so many different aspects to talk about. Just crazy starting a business and trying to get out there and grow your audience and grow yourself, because like myself as a person, I've had to change, well, not change, but grow in a positive way to kind of get out there, because if you would have talked to me like 3 months ago, I would not have done this. I would have.
Really?
Yeah, no, definitely not.
What if people want to interact with you? Do you want them to add you on Facebook, or are you going to send them to your page, or how do you want people to know Kim?
I'm very open, so I have like Facebook, I have Instagram, I have a business page as well. So I mean, if you reach out, you add me, I'll definitely answer and I'll get back to you. It might not be right away, like 5-10 minutes, but I'll definitely get back to you.
Kim always gets back to you.
Yeah.
You're really consistent with that. So I feel like that's also important for business leaders to have great customer service. Could you tell me like about this shipping label thing? What were the insights that you had for that?
It's just, I mean,
I
it's
feel like that flies under the radar too. Like if you were going to start an online business, the whole shipping label, like I wouldn't think about that first.
yeah. I would definitely suggest. I want to say it's pirateship.com. They just have the cheaper shipping suggestion. I did not cheaper shipping suggestion. Sorry. But yeah, they have the cheaper shopping suggestions. You can put the weight in there. You can put different things in there. So it just depends on what you need. But I want to say it's pirateship.com. If it's wrong, I'll let you know.
Yeah, you'll let me know after the podcast is done.
Yeah, you can just edit it.
Yeah, I'll be like a little star. So we're about like 26 minutes in, which is really great. I told you the podcast flies by. Let's talk about the jewelry that you sell. What personally do you like wearing?
I'm really more of an earrings kind of person, because they just add that extra pop or that extra craziness, whatever you want. We have some pretty interesting different styles. I mean, usually when people think of paparazzi, some people think of like the old, I don't even know how to say it.
Photographers?
I wanted to say it wrong. Like the older generation, but it's not. There's so many different styles. There's so many different things you can wear. I actually got this really cute pair, and I ordered it last week. I should get it in hopefully tomorrow. It's so funky and out there, but it's so cute at the same time. So it's acrylic style. It's got the silver loop in it, and then it's got like the rose petals, but the rose petals are broken down with like a see-through acrylic. So it's got that shine and that glimmer as you move it. It's got like the iridescentness.
Wow.
So it's like a flower, but it's got that really pretty like pearl look to it when you turn it.
Wow.
So
and they're earrings?
And they're earrings.
Wow.
But if you turn it this way, it looks like a rose. So I mean, there's definitely some really interesting stuff. There's some bold pieces. I actually got this one pair. It's like bright yellow. It's like bus yellow. Definitely different. Definitely out there. I don't know if I'd wear it, but I mean, like they have all different styles, and they do have like that older style, like chunky jewelry too. I mean, they got something for everybody. So
yeah, and the jewelry you have on, it looks great. Is this from your store?
Yeah, it's from my store. It's from my store.
Wow. So I think if you wanted to put any final notes on what your thoughts are of something that you wanted to plug, because the whole reason why you're here is so that you can tell more people about what you do. Is there something that you want to say?
I mean, if you're really wanting to do something, I would get out there and I would do it. It's definitely worth it, and make sure your authentic self if you're going to do it, because there's nobody good out there that's like you. Yes, there's several people in the market that do sell jewelry, but there's not going to be somebody who laughs as much as me or as loud as me. So, I mean, just go out there and do it. And, I mean, if you're interested, I do sell paparazzi. I am looking for team members to kind of help learn the business and grow. And yes, I just started. I'm learning a lot, and I'm going to keep going, and I'm going to learn as I go. And don't hesitate to start. Just jump in. Best way to do it, because if you hesitate, it's going to be months, years, weeks. I mean, there's never really a right time to do anything. You just got to jump in and do it.
I think that's beautifully said. Well, Kim, it was a pleasure having you on the show. Thanks for coming out. We'll hopefully see you next time.